part of the reason I feel like people put way too much stock in reviews in general. Because it's like, yeah, reviews are dated, and they're even more now that you have the whole issue of, like, patches, where it's like, oh, this game runs like shit. But then, like, one patch later, it runs fine. Metacritic won't update the score. It's, like, perpetually stuck at that score. So, like, reviews are more and more fluid as time goes on, in a way that, to me, makes them kind of, like, useless. And, like, that's not to discredit reviewers, because Lord knows they got enough discrediting as is. But just, like, objectively speaking, I do think people put too much stock in reviews. Like, straight up. Like, I'm a strong proponent of like what you like. If God Hand is your favorite game of all time, it's your favorite game of all time. Nothing's stopping you. A bad IGN review is not stopping you from enjoying God Hand. But that's just my take on it. I say I've never played God Hand, but I know that's an infamous IGN 3 out of 10. Sonic Unleashed is in the same boat, where everyone just bitches about this review to this day, because we just got the recomp. So everyone's like, oh, remember when IGN hated on Unleashed and gave it like a 3 out of 10? It's like, literally, who cares? That was 20 years ago. Like, people just really like to dunk on IGN, and it's like, on one hand, I get why people dunk on IGN for other reasons, but to me, a lot of it feels kind of, like, unfounded, in a way. Or at least their priorities are not in the right place, if that makes sense. Like, it is totally your prerogative to be mad at a review score. I'm not gonna say you can't, because it's like everyone can make their own choices in life. But I just personally find it very, very silly how much everyone just breaks up pitchforks and torches whenever a game they like gets a bad review. I don't know how to get the umbrella. I'm like intrigued, because it looks like a fun, challenge, but I also am streaming the game, so we're gonna move on. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I was going through a burnout phase. X and Y was the year I started college, I'm pretty sure, 2013. So I think that's why I vibed with it so much, because it was a nice little reprieve. The Pokemon games I like the most are the ones I have emotional attachment to. Not the ones that are the best, because let's be real, Gen 4 kind of blows. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. However, it is the one I have the most nostalgia for, because that was my first gen. I really bonded with the starters in Pokemon. I also really enjoy, like, the overall vibe of Sinnoh, like Hokkaido in general. Yeah, but I know Gen 4 has a lot of, like, issues. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, because it definitely does. But I get on the soapbox every so often, where it's like, I am a strong believer in, if you like a game, sure, like it, if it's not hurting anybody. It's like, the amount of games that actually hurt people by liking them is, like, very few and far between, I would say. Maybe not that few and far between. I can think of multiple off the top of my head that are like, oh yeah, this game is actively supporting bad things in the world. And see, that's another problem with, like, game discourse. Like, what's a good example? I swear I have an example. Mario Sunshine, obviously. Like, of course Mario Sunshine. It's like, why was I struggling to think of this? But, Mario Sunshine, in my opinion, has great vibes. I will not defend how wrecked that game is. Like, I love the atmosphere, I love the controls in Sunshine, I like parts of Sunshine's level design. 100% just nosedives off cliff. And, like, I will fully admit to being able to complete 100% Sunshine pretty easily. But like straight up, there's a thing I noticed where if like someone's playing Sunshine for the first time and they're bad at it because Sunshine can throw you for a loop if you're not ready for it. Sometimes in like Twitch chats, because of course people need the backseat and show how good they are at everything. There's this kind of mentality sometimes of like, oh, well, like, why are you complaining? Like, you're just being a hater kind of mentality. And like, that's one, dismissive, and two, not even true most of the time. Because it's like, yeah, no, Sunshine has legitimate problems, like, deeply rooted into the core of that game, that even like a remake would have trouble fixing everything. Why do they do that? That's actually not even how I should quantify it. It's more like it has really good vibes, but it just is unfinished, like straight up. They did not polish the game enough. Like, it feels like the GameCube era has so many games that are just horribly rushed, and it's not like, you know, it is a detractor in some ways, but in a lot of other ways I can overlook it. A good example is also Wind Waker, my favorite Zelda game for many years, which also definitely is kind of bad in that regard of just being horribly rushed. You know, having a whole dungeon missing. But that doesn't mean I don't love it. I still love Wind Waker for what it is. Do I wish there was more to it? Do I wish it was the big, bold experience that they had hoped it would be? 100%. But I still respect it for what is there. Again, I get on the soapbox periodically, I feel. But it's a topic I feel very strongly about, because gaming discourse horribly lacks nuance in general. I don't know what DK Jr. is up to. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really into Twilight Princess either. Partly because of the Wind Waker, Twilight Princess war that's been going on for 20 years now. Oh my god, it's almost 20 years. Yeah, Twilight Princess was 2006. It was a launch title for the Wii. Fun story, that was not a simultaneous release. The GameCube version was a month later, so it was December 2006. And again, that also extends to like Xenoblade is a really good example where it's like, I think Xenoblade 1 fans telling me I'm wrong for liking Xenoblade 2 is part of the reason I like 2 more, and also dislike 1 more. I may be a contrarian, to be blunt. However, that is honestly how I feel about it, where it's like, yeah, maybe I'm a little contrarian on it. Pikmin 2 is a game that gets a lot of shit for its level design, and it's again one where it's like, I grew up with this game, I'm used to its bullshit, to the point where I'm not a good gauge on whether Pikmin 2 is bullshit or not, because I've been playing this game my whole life, to be blunt. So like, I'm like, yeah, bring on Submerged Castle, bring on, you know, Hall of Heroes, all this stuff that everyone's like, oh my god, this is the worst part of Pikmin in the entire franchise. I'm like, let's effing go. This is great. So in other words, my firm belief is, people just kind of like what they grew up with. Like, you know, I grew up with Pikmin 2, so I can overlook a lot of its flaws, because I'm just used to its flaws. That doesn't mean they're not flaws, though. That's the other big caveat on this, where people just act like, oh, this isn't a problem. Xenoblade 2 is a great example where it's like, there's no nuance between Xenoblade 1 perfect or Xenoblade 2 perfect, and the other's bad. Like, so much discourse just boils down to that, and it's like, both games have flaws, and we really need to acknowledge that. Frankly, Xenoblade 3 has flaws, and that's my favorite game now. Thousand Year Door has so many flaws, but I love Thousand Year Door. Can't get enough of that game. Straight up, how's your... Oh no, oh god, this is a lot, okay, we're alive. Whew. Okay, that legit stressed me out, because so much was happening all at once, so like, oh no, this is overwhelming. Like, straight up, my favorite games have some parts I don't like, and that's normal. To be able to, like, I think it's good to be able to recognize, like, oh yeah, I wish this had been done better. Like, Xenoblade 3 is, to me, like, a game where discourse around it, well, Xenoblade in general is a series where discourse around it is just a minefield to the point where it's like, I don't really engage with Xenoblade takes as much anymore, just because I've been here too many times before. I've seen this film before and I didn't like the ending. Interesting. Alright, I picked up the key not even having any idea where to take it. Because I am smart. Wow, I just went a huge-ass circle, didn't I? It's right here, what am I doing? Oh, it's not that simple, is it? Ow. Yeah, like, you know, I love indie games. I can't keep up with them. I really, like, I so want to play Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I just don't have time or money to keep up with every indie game coming out right now. Which sucks, because, again, I love Smogo's output. Like, I love Sayonara Wild Hearts, as an example. But hell if I know when I'm gonna have time to and money to play, like, yeah, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Ah, shit. I can't believe I salvaged that, to be honest. Just gonna put it up there so it's easier to reach. Yeah, those go through the moving platforms on the way up, but not the way down. Oh, Split Fiction just dropped. That's the new game by, the same developers as, It Takes Two and, the crime one. I forgot the name of it. A Way Out? Yeah, like, Split Fiction is reviewing it extraordinarily well. Like, it's EA published, but it's done by, like, Hazelight, I think is the name of it. It's, like, co-op only, though, so, like, Hazelight's games always look really cool, but I just have never actually tried them, because I don't want to, like, try to set up, like, a multiplayer thing for this. Oh, actually, when, like, It Takes Two came out, I didn't really have friends to play it with, to be blunt. It's like, nowadays, I almost feel like it's just easier to say, oh yeah, the guy who had the Game Awards was like, F the Oscars. Like, yeah, that guy. This looks hellish, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is a lot to process all at once. Like, we're having to, like, race against the clock here. Trying to set up, like, platforms and ladders and shit. Like, this is cool, though. Like, as a stage concept, this is really neat. But also, like, very overwhelming at the same time. I'm not sure how to get the purse, though. Actually, no, that's easy. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this problem either, because just, you don't want indie games to stop making things. That's not the solution. Like, what else? Again, having this, like, month of Game Pass has been nice to actually get me to play these indie games I've been putting off for far too long. Huh. Interesting. What the hell am I looking at? I have an idea. This is a silly idea, but we'll see if it works. It does. Ooh. That's the ticket then. You can block the door. Haha, say try, go wee. I mean, look at me, I'm out here playing DK94 right now. So I have no room to judge in that regard. Oh, I'm overthinking this. Just do this. Ow. And immediately run into a scorpion. Neat. See, like, the whole idea of the Fox Girls Favorites, which I'm still not entirely happy with that name. I'm trying to figure out something better to call it, but I actually have no idea. Like, I can't decide if that's cute or cheesy, to be honest, to this day. Anyway, with that idea of going through my childhood favorites and everything, I do feel like I'm having a bit of a conundrum of how much do I include. Because if I include all my childhood favorites, we'll be here till the end. I'll be streaming until I'm like 40, and I'll still be going through this series. Like, I do genuinely want to show off the games from my childhood. I think that's a great idea. It's just like, how do I, like, handle this in a way that doesn't lead to massive saturation? Shit. We have an ad starting soon. I'm gonna try to ram through the stage as quickly as possible then. Plus we've seen this part already a few times. Oops. Ow. Oh, that scorpion's gonna come this way. Made it. Hell yeah. Yeah, we skipped through that very quickly because again, ad's starting soon. Yeah, we will save the boss for after the ad break. And then I will be back before too long to hopefully finish the game. I think that's a tall ask if there's like 9 worlds though. Alright, next boss time. 5-12. Alright, this one... okay. Dropping little sphinxes. Can we pick these up? We can. This one feels easy. Watch me eat my words. Okay, they just took that the enemy, like so. I do almost feel like the bosses are kind of easy. Like, the DK fights are actually pretty straightforward. Actually, the DK, like, chase levels are actually pretty easy. Yeah, like, this game isn't very long, but again, I think we might have to extend it to another stream, but just very briefly. I might try to come up with another short, like, game-clearing type game. to do with it. But I actually don't know what game would be short enough to do in like an hour or two. Because I don't think we'll have that much left of this game after the stream. Yeah, it looks like there are 9 numbered worlds, so we're like essentially 2/3 of the way through. Ooh, that's cool. Kind of visually hard on the eyes to parse where the levels are. But again, very unique set pieces for this, I really respect it. Genuinely... Oh no. Oh god. There's wind physics here. Yeah, going back to the previous... Okay, it's gonna be like this, isn't it? Going back to the previous discussion a bit, I do feel like another problem with online discourse is just how much things get boiled down with the word mid. Like, oh, this is mid. It's like... I feel like that's a word that's lost meaning because of how overused it is. I also feel like a lot of a lot of online discourse is problematic because there's not enough nuance in it to an opinion, and what you can actually give online. Like, you can't really, on the span of Twitter, in like a Twitter comment, you can't really give a nuanced response to like why you don't like this. So a lot of people just boil it down to, oh yeah, this thing sucks, I don't like it. And it's like... It's really hard to actually explain takes in a short amount of time. And then review scores have the same issue even. Because with review... Oh no, this is gonna be a long world. With reviews, you have like the little bullet points at the end. Like the too much water is just a bullet point. And it has the... Oh no. Too much water has the problem of just like... being the summary bullet point on a review. And like... obviously the full review goes into all the detail about like, oh well, you know, Hoenn is mostly water route, and it gets a little bit stale just traversing everything by water. But when you have to boil that down to like a short phrase, that's not easy. So yeah, that's another issue, it's just losing nuance by brevity. Alright, more doors. I'm fascinated by these multi-door levels, if there's anything if you get through a different door. Huh. Interesting. So like, deciding to not use Twitter for its intended purpose is one of the best decisions you've ever made. Yeah, that's valid. 100%. What the hell are they wanting me to do here? Like, I'm legit not following the logic of what the game wants me to do. Wait, oh, I'm silly. This is actually really easy. So probably take us to the lower route? Or it's just straight up a fake door. That works too. Okay. Try this out here. Oh wait, that works. Hurry. Got it. Yeah, no, I guess these doors are just like for scenery. Interesting. Yeah, I kinda don't use social media much, I mostly just use Discord, in all fairness. I often forget to post things. I need to actually post that I finished the little Gator game, because I have a game clearing thread. I haven't really updated much. I meant to make it a media thread, but I've already forgotten one show to include. Not a show that would be within the interest of like, my following, most likely, and yet, still, for the sake of including it, I feel like I should. I mean, I'm also trying to finish Doctor Who, the anniversary special, so, again, that I think will be more of interest there. Wild Blue Yonder yesterday, it was actually pretty neat, as an episode. I even like the 13th Doctor era, as maligned as that tended to be. Not the right door, okay. But no, it's too easy. I think the fun thing about this moveset is how athletic Mario is. Okay, he's very spry in these games. Oh, no. That sucks. Salvaged. Wow, that was scary. Again, this game is like legitimately fun though. Like, some levels definitely are throwing me off a little bit, but a lot of these are just like genuinely like fun challenges to try to work out. Like, I'm having a great time. That is the risk of game clearing, like playing a game for the very first time on stream, is like, you don't know if you're gonna like it, is the only problem. Like, you're not really guaranteed to like anything. So like, if you play, I don't know, like, if you're like, oh, what if I do a blind playthrough of like Elden Ring? Everyone likes Elden Ring, surely I will too, and then you end up disliking it. And then it's like, oh yeah, this game's like 120 hours long. Have fun. So yeah, like a legitimate problem with like game clearing is like if you don't end up enjoying the game, then you're just kind of stuck playing it, unfortunately. Legit though, I'm actually surprised at how long it's taking, because again, it's like 9 worlds. Again, a lot of videos I saw online were like 2.5 hours, so I'm like legitimately surprised we're still like just at stage 6. Partly because I'm dying a lot more than like a Let's Play that knows what they're doing. That's part of the reason we're having it go on longer. But yeah, like, I'm legit considering, at this point, just finishing World 6 and then calling it, and then we'll resume, hopefully later this week, or maybe next Monday, and then start something new. So I tend to try to be very certain if I'll like a game. Like, all my game clearing picks so far have been very safe. Like, Casino Tales, that's kind of a gimme. In terms of, like, my vibe. I had to focus a little bit there. And like this also seemed like it'd be my vibe, so it felt like a safe pick. But like, you know, there are other games I'm considering for game clearing that I'm a little bit nervous about, because it's like, I don't know if I'll actually vibe with this or not. Just kind of have to try and hope for the best. Even something like Psychonauts is a bit longer, to the point where for me, it'd be like 4 streams. So like, I would be kind of nervous to do Psychonauts. I am a little nervous to try Psychonauts as much as I think I'll enjoy it. But I don't know for sure, and also if I don't enjoy it, it's a time commitment. This is not a time commitment. If I didn't enjoy this game, I easily could have finished it in like 1 or 2 streams and then move on with my life. And it's like, you know, what's another good example? Basically, RPGs in general, to me, are risky. Like, I wouldn't do like a first-time playthrough of like, Okay, uh-huh. I see. Interesting. This is scary. This stage is a lot. I'm trying different angles to see which works. We only have 88 lives. We can mess around a little bit. I want to test something. So the wind is constant here. And I think you have to go the full distance though, because the problem with landing in the center is you still can't gain enough momentum with the wind. Can you jump out of a roll, is my question. Maybe? Oh, this is scary. Oh my god. Don't like that. So yeah, I think you can actually jump out of a roll. So that's what you have to do, otherwise you'll just back up into the spikes. Kinda confusing, but not too bad. Oh my god, 3 up. Was not expecting that. Mario jump scare. Alright, what do we have here? Conveyor belts. Okay. Just seeing if all of them are, like, controlling the same thing. It does seem to be the case. Oh, no. Okay, well, at least they give you ladders to get back up if you screw up, so it's not too unforgiving. I like this in theory. It's gonna be a pain in the ass in practice, though. The other issue I'm having is not being able to actually see where to go next. Alright. Oh, that's awkward. Picture taken in moments before disaster. Alright, let's just go down here. Oh shit, damn, that wasn't fast enough? Okay. Oh, that really sucks. And yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the other things in this stage, the bonus items, just cause I'm kind of struggling with this stage a lot. Wait, this isn't the right one. Oh. I was convinced that this would be the right door. This is still not the right door, huh? I do find this kind of funny. Like, it's just kind of a little bit of charm of like, wait, which is the right door again? There it is. Yeah, I have no clue how to get the stuff on the conveyor belts. Unless the key can pick them up, but I don't think it would. Yeah, that's like genuinely a little bit confusing in terms of like, I can't make heads or tails of what I'm supposed to do there. Ew. Springs and wind, my favorite things in the world. I'm getting Celeste flashbacks. See, Celeste is another game kind of in a similar vein of what I can talk about, where it's like... Celeste actually legitimately has control issues, in my opinion. Like with diagonals and stuff. That can be a little bit frustrating. Especially on controller. I have only played console versions, though. We still actually have a lot. We still have like 20 minutes left. I'm like, do I keep pushing through? I'm having fun. But again, my only concern is we won't have much of the game left for next time. Again, me thinking that this would be a really breezy, like, 2-hour stream. Like, yeah, about that. Again, this little, like, flash is, like, definitely not meant for a screen this big. Oh, that's a lot to take in. Oh, no, ice. Is this gonna be an ice world? Interesting. It melts the ice. That's a fun way to introduce the concept, though. By just having it, like, lock you in, and you have to, like, wait till it melts the ice for you. To open this for him. Iceberg. The comment of "oh god, iceberg" tells me this level's probably difficult. Did I break something? Oh, never mind. Huh. Yeah, that's doable. Gotta... nope. This... ladder... drop... we're good. I don't even remember if I got the collectibles here. I totally forgot. Legit do not remember. Oh, I did. Task failed successfully, I guess. Whatever would we do if we couldn't have gotten up to 99 lives? Yeah, that's another thing I really need to actually think about, is like, oh yeah, look at this time. Add 2 hours, because this is a first time playthrough. Don't assume this'll be, like, not... assume it'll be longer than how long the beat says, and what long plays say. Oh. Oh no, oh god, that's terrifying, not gonna lie. Also really frustrating because movement is so slow. Just mash out of it? Yeah, I think you just mash out of it. I was overthinking it. Oh, walrus. That's not something you see every day in Mario. Oh, that's a problem. We're also running out of time, which isn't great. Well, at least time's not an issue. So don't fall from far heights. Oh, that makes you heavy. Oh. This stage is full of surprises, my god. That was fun though. I think I'll just be panicking the entire time and then at the end be like... Basically, the way I'm playing this game is like that meme from the anime where they're like drowning, and then at the very end they're like super smug and like, how did you like my swimming? This is basically me playing this game, of like panicking the entire time and then getting to the end being like, you know what, this level is actually pretty good.